Echoes of the Me Too movement are reverberating in the Boston Fire Department, where only a handful of women are on the job. And a recent report details a locker room culture. In response, Mayor Marty Walsh is promising changes that would bring in more women and firefighters of color. But as Tina Martin tells us, some firefighters who went public with their complaints now fear retaliation.
Fighting fires comes with obvious hazards, but in Boston, some female firefighters say their biggest fear is returning to the job.
Your fear is not the fire. Your fear is how your colleagues are going to support you.
Natalie Fontanez, Yvette Ram, and Julia Rodriguez have 50 years combined experience as Boston firefighters. Their allegations about a fire department in which women are harassed and discriminated against, and in at least one case sexually assaulted, prompted an investigation, a report, and a promise from Mayor Walsh to change the culture. Have you had any conversations at all with Commissioner Finn about any potential retaliation against anybody for anything?
I'm not going to stand, and Commissioner Finn's not going to stand for retaliation. That's not who we are, and that's not what we're all about here, and that's something that should not happen.
Commissioner Finn refused on-camera comment, but Mayor Walsh said he'll follow the recommendations from the report to file legislation for a cadet program aimed at increasing the number of women and people of color. Are you willing to hold Commissioner Finn and the Boston Fire Department accountable moving forward to try to create a better environment, a more welcoming environment for women and people of color?
Yeah, we're going to work together to continue to do that. Obviously, it's my responsibility to do that.
Julia Rodriguez, who left the job last year after 30 years, wants more than a promise. She wants new leadership.
I don't think it's going to come from, unfortunately, the administration that's there. I don't see how it could be. You know, all your life, this is the thought that you've had because some report came out, you know, light bulb isn't going to go off. This is how you feel.
The report also noted that many male firefighters don't see a problem with locker room talk and that women often have to, quote, go along to get along.
The environment and the atmosphere is you don't speak about it. If you speak about it, you're ostracized. Your safety is put in jeopardy.
Of just over 1,500 firefighters, 1,100 are white men. Just over 400 are people of color, and only 17 are women. Captain Daryl Higginbottom with the Boston Society of Vulcans, a group for minority firefighters, has been pushing for more diversity for years.
I was encouraged to hear that the cadet program was being proposed, but I also feel that it needs to go a lot further than a proposal.
Along with the cadet program, the mayor agrees to implement 20 other recommendations from the report, including anti-discrimination trainings. Tina Martin, WGBH News.
Nationally, about 4% of firefighters are women. In Boston, it's just 1%. But when the fire department's newest class of 54 recruits was sworn in last week, more than a third were people of color, and the one woman in the class is the department's first Asian American female firefighter.